Hello. This is NEP5DS. Today, I will be giving you my ideas on how to beat Memory of Chaos 12 well and efficiently. This floor has both Cocolia and Aventurin bosses, with the latter being notoriously RNG when it comes to combat because of his dice gamble minigames on both phases. The key here to beat each half is using the weather to your advantage. The weather applies stacks of debuff on every enemies on the field that increases damage dealt towards them for every attack launched on them. Each stack will have a 5% damage increase and can be stacked up to 6 times, which is a 30% increase at max. Once it reaches 6 stacks, the weather will deal damage on each enemy based on a percentage of their max HP. This weather encourages the use of DPS who can continuously launch attacks and supports who have offensive capabilities like Pela. Bronyu and Sparkle are exceptions to this weather since their advance forward abilities can utilize the weather well. Be wary that for every turn timer has passed, it will refresh the stacks, so make sure to plan out each move per turn. If the turn timer has not yet passed and you cleared out the first wave, however, it will still refresh the stacks despite not losing a turn. Another thing to note is that you can pass on the damage from the 6 stacks to the next wave if you eliminated all enemies and you reached exactly 6 stacks without the explosion. With that, let's get right to my ideas for beating this floor. With a 10-turn limit to full star this floor, you have the option to either have 5 turns on each half, or have the first half either be slower or faster than the second half, with you banking on the latter to clear within the turn limit. In this floor, I chose to take 3 turns on the first half with me banking it all on the second half. First half's first wave has both the Blue Dino and the Ice Prowler. The Dino has a shell that reduces damage while it is not weakness broken, making it a tough wall to eliminate if you don't break its weakness bar. The Prowler is squishier compared to the Dino, so it is best to eliminate it while dealing collateral damage to the Prowler, or eliminating the Prowler last. As much as possible, eliminate the summoned ice soldiers as soon as possible. They will delay your actions by a huge amount, which will slow your clear greatly. Be sure not to weakness break the Prowler during this turn yet. Breaking the weakness bar of the Dino will have its shell broken, that will have its action delayed and damage received by a huge amount. Take advantage of this state and eliminate it as soon as possible. Once the Prowler takes another turn, it will attack and absorb at least 1 ice soldier on the field. This is why you don't break its weakness bar the turn before yet, because it will receive a defense reduction debuff for 1 turn if there is none on the field. Before this turn timer ends, I decided to finish them off so that I can use the weather twice before it refreshes. Second wave has both the Blue Dino and Cocolia. Similarly, Cocolia is squishier compared to the Dino but has a deadly ultimate if left alone for too long. Same strategy applies here, except I strategized to interrupt Cocolia before she uses her ultimate. Cocolia on her third turn will freeze one of your allies for 2 turns, then she will prepare her ultimate that she will unleash in the turn after. This is where I strategized to stop her before she unleashes it.
来る運命の選択ではない。呼吸するその感覚、皆そこで深淵を迎える。あがく必要はなさそうだ。
After she recovered from weakness break that interrupted her ultimate, she will continue to prepare her ultimate on the next turn. Seeing how she is near to be eliminated, banking it all on this turn is necessary to finish her off before she unleashes it. The second half's first wave has both the IPC leader and the Ascended boss. The IPC leader is much more tankier than the Ascended, so focusing on the IPC leader while dealing collateral damage to the Ascended is the ideal move. The IPC leader on its first turn will summon its subordinates on the field and will grant them performance points buff. Performance points provides damage increase for a launched attack. It can be stolen by either defeating them or breaking their weakness bar. It is consumed once the buffed unit launches their attack. You can use it to your advantage, but be sure not to waste too much time getting it. If you have 7 or more turns left from previous half, you have the option to either close it out after 1 turn has passed or have 5 turns remaining to take on a Venturin boss. I chose the former so that I can beat him as soon as possible. Second wave is a Venturin boss. This is where fighting him by the book will be ineffective against him due to the nature of his attacks. He is also very tanky, so you have to utilize the weather well to your advantage. Each turn damage explosion counts. On his first turn, he launches a single target attack followed up by a multi-hitting attack that drains a portion of your allies' energies. This can mess up your combat rotations as he prevents you from being max energy for the most part. Acheron and Misha do however ignore this energy drain due to their nature of their ultimates. On his second turn, he will do a multi-bounce attack, then targets one of your allies in his gamble minigame. To win the gamble, you have to hit the dices that give you a roll value of 2 to 6 each. This is where bringing in single target DPS is inadvisable, most particularly hunt characters. Multi-hitting allies can cheat out the rolls so that you can have a higher roll than him. During this phase, only this action is counted, so if you reached Jinglu's state just now for example, it won't give you another action, but you can use her ultimate before that action ends so that she can do more rolls. If you win the gamble, the targeted ally will have their ultimate activated and a buff of increased damage lasting for 2 turns. If the rolls are even, nothing will happen. If you lose the gamble, the targeted ally will receive damage and a debuff that will increase damage taken for 2 turns. Bringing in a cleanse can be a great help in this battle. Due to the RNG nature of the battle, how you combat him can be random too, so playing by the book won't do versus him. Be careful of stacking the weather stacks, since wrong timing of the stack can hit the dice instead.
我々はとうに嵐に住み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。この月下全てを照らさん。月光を剣とす。命の花いずれ風に吹き落とされる。我に力を引けば生命を
逃げんな。終局は空から訪れる。
月光を剣とす。代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。この月下全てを照らさん。根は巡る。
また足手まといにみんなを守って。
これが命の話ですか。
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ。
避けられない一戦。我々はとうに嵐に住み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。命のいずれ風に吹き落とされる。
Phase 2 is where you have to be real calculated of your moves. After a Venturin launches his first attack, you have to look both the counter of the stacks and the turn order of your allies. Plan ahead as to how each of your allies will take action while making sure to time your weather stacks right. You don't want to waste the explosion on the dices. From second turn onwards, he will do the same attacks of multi-hitting energy drain attack and putting everyone in a gamble minigame. He advances forward everyone by 100% according to their turn order. This time, the minigame allows for another action such as Jinglu's state, for example, as long as everyone has not yet concluded their turns. Same mechanics apply from phase 1, except it will target everyone. This is the phase where you have to utilize the weather well while making each turn count to take him down fast. Whatに力を。研究の価値あり。本質は同じ。この月下で全てを照らさん。命のいずれ風に吹き落とされる。我々はとうに嵐に住み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ。避けられない一戦。はっふっ。命の温度。この月下全てを照らさん。我に力を。引けば見逃す。月光を剣とす。我々はとうに嵐に住み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。生命ははっ。 いずれ風に吹き落とされる。死ぬがいい。我に力を。研究の根は巡る。くだらない命の温度。
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ。
避けられない。はっ。本質は同じ。対価を払ってもらう。引けば見逃そう。月光を剣とす。命のいずれ風に吹き落とされる。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。この月下全てを照らさん。
And that is it for my ideas for beating Memory of Chaos 12. Thanks for watching and good luck in beating this floor.